This is Trillium from Trillium Healing Arts. I'm an emotion code, Reiki, and quantum healing hypnosis practitioner, and today I'm going to be doing a little try on. I forgot my robe, I forgot my microphone, but we're gonna do the best we can. So today I will be trying on 4 different dresses. Let me come up and show you guys a little bit. I'm just wearing my little granny panties and my sports bra, but yeah, let's take a look. So these are some kind of New Year's dresses. Let's see. Okay, these are all Goodwill scores. There's a really nice boutique that I like to go to, and just whenever I want to make myself feel pretty and pick myself up, I buy myself a cute little dress. This one I haven't worn. It's very sweet, very cute. I would love to wear it on New Year's eventually. The place I'm going on New Year's is not quite the vibe for this, so maybe one day. It's just been kind of sitting in my closet for a while now. And then this one might be the first one I wear. It's very covered, but I like it. It's very elegant, very classy. Also a goldish nudish. I think it's really sexy. I'm gonna be wearing it with the heels. I think it's classy, but it has a very deep low V, which is, it's slightly kind of like revealing, very mysterious. But you know, I love this dress. Haven't worn it in a while. This one, I'm probably not gonna be able to stand up because I forgot that I don't have a bottom piece for this. And I don't want to flash anybody, so I'm gonna be doing very limited viewing on this dress. I was supposed to pair it with some sort of shorts or undies or something like that. And then this dress that I have never worn either. It's just been sitting around. When I thought of it, I mean, it's such a pretty dress, but it kind of almost is like a bride's dress, like a shotgun wedding kind of bride's dress. So I never found an opportunity to wear it. Maybe in the spring, New Year's. Could be cool if I like did some really funky accessories, like did my hair really wild, wore some big white platform boots. Since New Year's is around the corner, I'm probably not going to be able to do any of that. I want to share what I've been going through lately. And so these past couple days, past few days, 3 or 4 days, I have been unwell, taking time to rest and recover, give myself as much organic papaya and grapefruit, and I bought some broccoli and echinacea, olive leaf, oregano stuff, making myself broths. Today I'm actually planning just to let my system rest and reset, just get everything out. And I've been meditating on why I barely ever get sick. There were several reasons. One, because I haven't been as active as normal, and I will talk more on this later. So very important to keep your body moving. That keeps the energy going, boosts your immune system. 2, I haven't been grounding as much, getting my feet in the ground. So usually I do beach walks 2 to 3 times a week, but ever since my landlady passed, it kind of disrupted my schedule and I haven't been going as much, but I'm incorporating that. The earth is very charging, so like a battery for us, so it's important to get our bare feet in the ground. 3, I started eating a lot of processed kind of bready food, grain foods, and my body doesn't like that. Foods that are processed tend to hold a lot of mold. It's just not good. I follow this teacher, his name is Gabriel Cousins. He believes that once food goes beyond 3 days, it starts to break down with this fungal, myco, something. Check out his book, I forgot what, he has this whole green cuisine kind of thing. So I'm doing his green cuisine cleanse, which is just very low sugar fruits, greens. Right now I'm just gonna be doing a water fast for the rest of the day. I had grapefruit and I had a matcha, and it's keeping me through because I need enough energy. I need to share this information, and I wanted to take advantage of the room while I had it. So there's a lot of construction going on at home, plumbing, maintenance, all kinds of things, and I'm really grateful. My new landlady is very proactive, which is great, but it's a bunch of ex-prison convicts. I'm Christian. I'm just buzzing around in my tiny little studio and so kind and sweet, but I could see why she wants all these men, you know, hovering above her, these construction types. Anyway, but I like my peace and quiet and privacy. So I decided to check myself into a room, but with the money I'm spending on hotels, I could just get myself a second place. And so I've been looking into Penga, Woodland Hills. You know, I'm praying that something will come available because I'm feeling drawn there, and I think it's going to reveal itself in time, the perfect situation. So I'm just going to hold that intention really clear. Okay, so the reason I wanted to bring up the less physical activity. During the end of summer, right before fall, so I ended something with a lover, and it was mutual, but we just, you know, our time together was expired. They needed to move on to their next phase. I needed to move on to my next phase. It was so abrupt, and I basically unconsciously disconnected myself from all of my emotions so that I could have the strength to move forward and not go back, because we had a friendship, it was comfortable, there was intimacy, connection, all the good things we get from sharing comfort and time with somebody. We're wired for connection, and so it's just nice to have that. It's very good for our immune system, it's very good for our stress levels, all of that. But I knew we were just not in alignment and in a vision before I had seen the person that was meant to come into his life. And so I knew that it was time to set him free. He really wanted to be free. He was just such a nice guy that I didn't think he had it in him to cut it off himself. So I knew I made the right decision. It was the best decision, but I didn't realize I had all these unprocessed emotions. Usually I almost never get sick. Usually I'm like, okay, 2 days and then I'm getting better. But then I started to ask my body, okay, besides all the things that I mentioned, why am I sick? And I'm like, do I have any unprocessed emotions affecting my lungs? Because that's where I had been affected, and it said yes. And so there was like grief and sadness and sorrow and I think loneliness, you know? And I'm just used to being alone. Like, that's my default state, so I don't really think about it, you know? But I don't realize that just because it's my default state, that it's not like necessarily a positive or high vibrational state. You know, I like my solitude. I relish in it. But we're actually meant to connect and share energy and intimacy and love. And those are more high vibrational. So, you know, I like to identify with the thought, like, you're not supposed to need another person. But I think it's also problematic when you just like block yourself off from connection. And so I'm moving into the next phase, having done a lot of work, opening myself up to the potential of more human connection without any expectation of what it should look like, just having more contact and togetherness, etc. Okay, so yes, I hadn't realized that I had all these suppressed emotions, which I cleared today, and then I was actually making my lungs very weak and susceptible to infection, and so that is what happened. Anyway, I'm going to go and grab the first dress. I will be right back. Welcome back. So here's dress number 1. Very elegant. Try to get closer. Cramped, but I'm going to do what I can. It's beautiful. It's metallic base, and there is a sheer mesh with a low plunge. Very beautiful. It's a very sharp kind of shoulder, which gives it a very angular look, and with the long sleeves. I think it's a very classy dress. I decided to pair it with my nude patent stilettos. As you can, if you follow my other videos, I'm very much a fan of stiletto. Might be wanting to add some more to my collection soon. So yes, I would love for you to check out my wish list. My birthday is coming up January 2nd. I am a Capricorn, the sea goat. We are known to be hardworking, ambitious, loyal, a little bit of, assholes, but I'm a very tempered one. My Mars is in Pisces. I'm very altruistic, very sensitive, have a lot of empathy, and so I think that has helped me a lot. Before, I used to think that I needed to push people away by being mean or rude, and then I just realized you could just directly tell them that you're not interested. So I've evolved a lot since I was little. Also, I used to beat up the little boy that I liked, so I was all wired, all funny. So where would I wear this to? I think I would wear this to a nice New Year's Eve dinner if I had a date somewhere very classy. I really like going to Crossroads in Los Angeles. I haven't been for a while. I tried to go when I was in Vegas, but it was closed, unfortunately. Plus, I was the only vegan in the group, and they would have, my friends were just like really picking out on barbecue the whole trip and steak. So, I endured. Luckily, there were some options for me, so that was nice. So as far as my journey goes, I think I've gone through several phases in relationship. At one point, I believe I was really, really codependent, and so I've swung trying to be more independent, but then realizing there's something called interdependence, and I haven't quite experienced that yet. Please disregard the maids outside. So yes, interdependence in theory is supposed to be where you can come together with both your autonomy but still connect, respecting each other's individuality, space, and what makes them unique, honoring and not becoming too enmeshed with another individual. So I heard this poem that it's like, share your bread but eat not from the same loaf, or something like that. Like you don't want to become necessarily one. While I imagine during like lovemaking or intimacy, that's when you can become one. But in day-to-day life, I think it's very important to have your own space and time and interests so that you can breathe but support each other individually. So I'm really big on self-care. So for me, my love language, one of the main ones, is physical touch. And being alone, I like to do a lot of things to help that need to be met. So it's good to know what your love language is so that you can meet your own needs. And for me, that's a lot of like sensory things. Cozy, soft fabrics, exfoliating my skin, lotioning my skin, scents, essential oils. I also have a nice weighted blanket, getting massages, stuff like that. If you look into your love languages, you can take the test for free online. And then I have a video before on love languages, like how you can meet your own needs. Backtrack to that. I'll try to link it in the description. Anyway, okay, so what do you think? Give you guys a look. Okay, and I am going to try on the next. Welcome back. So we have dress number 2. And this is almost kind of like wedding dress reminiscent for me, but I like it. I think if I was like more tan in the summer, it would really pop. But I like this. There's like a bustier kind of cup thing here and a lace sleeve, which is covering yet revealing. I like that. And it's down to the knee, so it's a little bit modest in a way. And I think it looks really good with the nude heels. I'll give you a closer look. So, let's see. Living by the ocean, my place is a little moist and mildewy. Kind of like when I was visiting jungle climates like Belize or Hawaii. Mold just grows everywhere. So I'm waiting one more day before I go home. I ordered a new air filter online, and I'm really gonna, I hope it works, because things have just been growing in my house and I want to make sure the air quality is good. It's been kind of aggravating my lungs a little bit. Hopefully nothing serious. So send me good wishes that my air is clean. What do you think? I think it's really cute, really elegant to have a glass of sparkling water. If I were to have something to drink, it would be some champagne. But I currently don't drink. It's so interesting. My girlfriend, she sent me photos of us over the past like 10 years from us going to Vegas, which is where she likes to spend her birthday. She's a Sagittarius, she's a party animal. It's like she loves to like let loose. Reminds her of when she was single and 21. I was looking at pictures of myself before, and when I was shrinking, and it was like all puffy and like red. Like I could tell like I had a lot of inflammation. And I think now, you know, I'm approaching 40, that I think that since I've dialed in my habits, like not drinking, getting decent sleep, less processed foods, that I look way better than I did then. I looked something looked a little off before, and it was definitely the inflammation. So some things I like to follow the blood type diet. Now, obviously I don't follow everything on there, but I take it as kind of a general guidelines, noticing with trial and error, like what works and doesn't work with my body. As I mentioned, I like Gabriel Cousins' work. He talks a lot about how food breaks down and the fungal process and the aging process and deterioration. So, you know, the basic thing he talks about is get your food as fresh as you can, because the living food gets its energy from the sun, and therefore we eat that energy, and we have the most electricity in our body. It's about electric food. I wasn't completely vegan yet, but I did go to the Living Light Institute in 2010. I knew that was the key to healing and vitality, and so I do occasional raw vegan 100% cleanses and fast. So my goal is to do a 5-day green juice fast as soon as I'm done with work. Anyway, I hope you like this dress. I'm about to press pause and go to the next. And I'm back. And this is so cute. I feel so feminine and cute and pretty. I hope whoever had this dress before got to wear it at least once, because it just feels so glamorous. I don't know, I mentioned my other videos, so I used to cater. I really love high tea. They give you these 3 little racks, and then the bottom there's like little petite finger sandwiches. On the middle there's scones, and on the top there's petite fours. But I did my own little vegan version, you know, and I think this would be the perfect outfit to wear to high tea, to make like a nice little vegan high tea, drink some tea, eat some little finger foods. That would be so cute. I would make it all raw vegan. It's very important. I think, you know, we're shifting collectively into another vibratory dimension, and I think as we do this, we're taking in more light, and in order for us to take in more light, we're going to need to adapt to a very clean diet which holds this light. And I think people that don't, they probably are going to die much sooner. Something to think about, just something to think about. I know me personally with my constitution, it's very important. I've been instructed I need to go raw vegan, although I really enjoy cooked food. It's very comforting, trying to find that balance. And then also like getting all the fresh, living, high energy, high electric foods that I can. So besides the diet, some things that I really recommend during this season, you know, we're not getting as much sun, it's a little bit colder, we're all covered up. So one of the things that I did when I started feeling under the weather, I just laid out in my front area on a little towel, and I just sunned for 10 minutes. And I think that's really good because the sunshine on your bare skin gives you vitamin D. Otherwise, maybe you could supplement with a very high quality source. I used to like, it was like these raw vitamins from Life something, but they changed ownership. So some big corporate company bought them, and I don't know what the standards are. So unfortunately, when large corporations buy small little companies like that, they tend to try to maximize profits, and then they cut corners and quality deteriorates. But I'm hoping that the standards stay up. So we'll see. Yes, sunning and grounding. Me, my personal favorite is to go just walk along the ocean, getting about, my body tells me about 10 minutes at least minimum a day of getting your bare feet in, the ground. So I like the sand because it tends to be more clean, not as many bugs, but you can do it in the dirt, you can do it in rocks, you can do it in grass. That's super, super important. There's even whole documentaries on grounding on Netflix if you're curious. Some people really believe like getting the light from sunrise or sunsets is really nourishing. Getting fresh air. There's some people that believe that you can live solely on air, breatharians. I'm not too sure about that, but I know that getting good, clean, quality fresh air is super important. So I'm making more of a habit in getting more fresh air. Clean my air at home, and then getting out more into nature where I can get some fresh air. Fresh air from nature has a lot of negative ions and is super beneficial for you. So yeah, let me model this dress for you a little bit closer. Very cute. I feel like a princess. I don't know, you guys probably aren't really into it, but I feel cute, and that's what matters. I feel like some sort of, I don't know, fairy tale, fairy princess. Whoops, almost fell down. Okay, and I'm going to be right back with the next one. Welcome back, and last but not least, this cute little number, very sexy. I am a very big fan of the deep plunge right here and the lace. It looks like this outfit I modeled in, but it has a skirt, and I added this red bow right here to kind of give it like a different look. I think it works really good with my patent nude stilettos. Looks really great. Wish I could wear this to New Year's. I have no idea what I'm gonna wear on New Year's. I have no idea. I need to start thinking about it. I'm going to rest all the rest of today to get ready for New Year's. I will be in LA at the Mystic Manor, hopefully be completely better. So I spent all of earlier clearing all the emotions in my lungs, and I think that's the final step for helping myself regain vitality and health. I feel good right now, actually. That might have been because of all the vitamins that I took. So some of the things I took: echinacea, olive leaf, I took zinc, I took vitamin B, I took vitamin C. What did I take? I think those are the main ones you can do. Olive leaf, oregano oil, but be very sparing and careful with oregano oil. It's a very potent, powerful stuff. Not all bacteria is bad. Some bacteria is very beneficial. Keeping that healthy balance is super important. I'll probably be buying some more yogurt so I can introduce more healthy bacteria into my system. Let's see. Last thing I wanted to touch upon is movement. So it's recommended, I had to get some water. I've been having coughing fits. So after this, I'm just gonna be in rest mode. But something that I'm working up to is walking 45 minutes a day and getting my heart rate up, getting all those happy chemicals, definitely raises your vibration, as well as does a bunch of other cellular things, which is really, really good for your immune system. And I've been kind of slacking. And that was because I had all of these unprocessed emotions that were keeping me down. So really important. while, if any of you are sick, I invite you to meditate on what you could be harboring. Think about your relationship with your mother, with your father, with your siblings, with any exes, you know, and just feel into it and see if there's any like buried or unresolved, lingering emotions. They can be from a long time ago. And usually what I find is when you set the intention, things will pop up that will remind you. You know, it starts to bubble up from the subconscious. Anyway, let me just model this for you really quick before I tune out. I want to say thank you once again for tuning in with me. Oh, look at that, that's like crazy. I didn't have anyone to do my backs or check my outfits, so I wish I had an assistant to help me just make sure everything is okay. Thank you so much for tuning in. Wishing you well. Take care of yourself. Have a happy holiday and a happy new year. I'll talk to you soon. Bye. Oh, and if you haven't already, please subscribe, like, comment, and share. Thanks so much. Sending you chamomile and coconut nectar vibes.